Welcome to Livin' Local, the official podcast of BlackHillSuperFan.com. This program helps you to get to know local business and community leaders and helps keep you informed and even enlightened about the marvelous place we live, the Black Hills. I'm your host, Brian Leslie, and today you are invited to sit back, take a deep breath. Imagine right now you're on a beach somewhere listening to the waves while lying in the shade. Because today, it's all about that state of mind as we talk massage therapy. In fact, more than talk, I actually get my very first reflexology session. What is that? Well, find out as we're living local with Jodi Pickett of the Massage Way in Spearfish. Well, Jodi, it's a pleasure having you here today. We're in downtown Spearfish in the old City Hall building, which is a classic building on Main Street, connected to Leone's Creamery, so a lot of folks kind of know where they can get their ice cream. But this is the City Hall where your massage studio is, on the main floor, kind of down the hallway, and so it's I love this old building.
It's great. Thanks for inviting me, Brian. And I do love this whole setting because everything happening in this building is good, positive energy. Whether somebody's here for yoga, spin cycle, ice cream, it's all great.
Oh, man, that is an excellent point. I love that. Your business is called The Massage Way. So as we begin today, tell us a little bit about, well, I'm kind of curious, where did the name Massage Way, where did that come from?
That came from a brainstorming session on a balcony in the mountains in Colorado a few years ago. And that's what we came up with, trying to describe how the massage way of doing things is maybe different. And I just kind of stopped at the massage way. That sounds good right there.
Huh. And you are a licensed massage therapist?
Yes.
And LMT?
LMT, yes.
And tell me what services, just tell me a little bit about the business, the Massage Way.
Okay, Brian, I started my business in Colorado. Although I'm a South Dakota native, I was in Colorado for several years, and that is where I got my education. And I'd been working there for a while as well before I came back to South Dakota. So that was the name of my business there as well. And the training I had in Colorado at the Colorado School of Healing Arts enables me to do all kinds of different massage modalities. And I can keep learning as I go. So I do everything from a Swedish massage, relaxation massage, more therapeutic muscle work massage, some sports massage. I've had additional training in aromatherapy and hot stone. And I'm certified in reflexology, which was 240 hours additional training, and also in lymph drainage massage, which was over 100 hours in additional training. I have an Associate of Occupational Studies degree from Colorado School of Healing Arts. So most of what I do is customized work, bringing in from the different modalities into each session.
And I want to come back to the reflexology one here in a minute. That might be one that people are slightly less familiar with. I mean, a lot of folks know about massage, Swedish massage, deep tissue massage, and that sort of thing. And I do want to talk a little bit about that. Mm-hmm. But I also want to bring in also that there's another aspect that your business partner also offers too, mm-hmm. and that is the cupping therapy, which is something that was kind of new to me.
A little bit about cupping therapy is that it's new to people, but it's been an ancient practice in Chinese and Oriental medicine, Eastern medicine. And while it's Ken's specialty that works with me, I've experienced it as a client. Not been trained in it, but I've experienced it as a client. And it always feels very great. It feels like it's taking certain areas, that sore shoulder, and it's feeling less congested. And he's got special training in this technique, which is important, I think. What he uses is the vacuum method, which helps pull the congestion and increase circulation in areas of your body that need that.
It's Ken Grosch that you're talking
yes,
about, who is
yes.
also a licensed massage therapist
yes.
and is experienced in this type of therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So think of it like how, some massage is performed by applying pressure down and that way. This is actually the opposite.
Right. It's pulling fluids and muscle and tissue a little bit up from
That's
where it's
interesting.
kind of stuck. And it's,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
it's, and you've seen, if you saw the pictures of Michael Phelps after Olympics a few years ago
Uh-huh.
with what looks like big, perfectly round hickeys on his back, that's when cupping really started taking off. And you see a lot of people getting training now. But
Yeah.
our Ken Ghosh has already been trained and incorporates that into a lot of his massage work. Because
Now those
he's-
hickeys go away, right?
Yes, they do. Yes,
They
they
do.
do. And he can do some of the cupping is done just moving around the cups, and then it doesn't leave hickeys.
Sure.
So you'll maybe get a chance to experience that
Yeah.
as a sample here at the
might.
Massage Way.
I might. That actually sounds interesting to me. Well, let's talk about massage for a minute.
Okay.
A lot of people might have had a massage or are familiar with it. What is it about massage that just, man,
Well-
it feels so good. What is it about massage?
Okay, it's a stress relieving therapy, and what research has actually shown is that it will increase the dopamine in your system. It increases the serotonin, endorphins, and even the cuddle hormone known as oxytocin. All of those feel good chemicals go up in your body, in your system. And what goes down? What goes down is the cortisol, the adrenaline, the steroid that your body naturally
Makes
makes.
you stressful.
Yes, that's the fight or flight stuff that comes up all the time because we've got so many one crisis on top of another in our life, and we're feeling stressed, and eventually it makes you sick, right?
Right.
You're holding that. I hold my stress here. I hear every day.
Like
between
you're
the
pointing to
shoulder
the base
blades.
of your
Yes.
neck, between your shoulder blades, right?
Neck, shoulder blades, all of that.
Yep.
So, yes, we work on those muscles to bring the tension that's already there down, but then the rest of the massage can actually lower blood pressure. It can lower blood sugar. It can do all of these things. That's why it's important. I like being in a state that requires a license, that we're educated, because we need to discuss all those issues with our clients. Do you have low blood pressure? You have high blood pressure. Is it under control? Please know that when the massage is over, your blood pressure may have dropped a couple of points, and stand up carefully and slowly. If your massage therapists are not getting your medical background when you get a massage, you might wonder why.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned, stand up slowly.
Yes.
Because your circulation, your blood pressure is so low, you're so relaxed.
Exactly.
So that's the after effects of the massage. I'm curious, is there a way that you can go into a massage session to get more out of it? In other words, to prepare yourself for that?
Yes, it's always good to have adequate hydration in your tissues when you're getting massage. You hear about drinking extra water after a massage,
Right.
but it's good even to be hydrated when you go into the massage because it's easier to work on your tissues. Certainly.
Okay. Well, let's talk about our muscles just a little bit. Well, this is what allows us to do stuff, lift
Right.
stuff, move stuff, go
Right.
from here to there, to do everything from jogging to writing on a piece of paper, whatever
Yep,
it is.
takes a lot of muscle.
And so muscles, they contract and expand. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. And so where does the problem come usually?
Well, it often comes because of repetitive work or too heavy a work or dehydration. It can also cause muscle pain. So there's a lot of issues that can come up. So what a massage therapist often does is take muscles that have become too tight. Their energy is holding in the muscle fibers and it's not letting go, which creates constriction and trying to move and restrictions.
So if you can just envision a muscle that's contracting and getting smaller and smaller, but it's never getting back,
It's never letting go.
That's what's happening.
And that's something that a massage therapist will focus on, is getting those muscles to release, whether it's by engaging another muscle and forcing the release, or pressing, doing some deep tissue and to get to certain areas that need that attention. That would be the real definition of deep tissue, is going through deep layers of muscle tissue to get to the muscle that needs the attention.
Sure.
And that's one way that, a couple of ways that we go in and release that. There's other ways. One of the ways that I work too is to bring in the lymph drainage massage. And there's oftentimes lymph and fluid trapped in an overtight muscle, putting more pressure on it. And the very light lymph work that I do moves that fluid out of that muscle. And then, and only then, is it easy to go in and work that muscle because the pressure is off. Sometimes moving that fluid out is all it takes for it to start feeling better. And that's a whole nother session, is talking about lymph drainage massage.
Wow. Interesting. So many ways.
Yep.
And you've been at this for quite some time, but I know that it wasn't something that you started with. There was a point in your life where you decided to go into massage therapy. Talk us through that moment.
Certainly. I was at a point in my life where things were changing, and I was considering moving back to South Dakota, and that wasn't going to happen right away. And I decided to stay in Colorado a little bit longer and take my massage training there. And what was interesting to me about massage training at that time is it kept coming up for me in my head. I kept thinking that I should look at this. I should look at this. And finally it got to be really important that I should do this right now. And I had been in some car accidents and just various other life experiences that are hard on the body over time, as well as the stress that we all go through in this culture. And massage helped me. There's a lot of healing modalities available in Colorado, and I was able to tap into some of them and really get help for myself. Going to school was absolutely the best, because then you're getting work every day or several times a week from your fellow students. And I was the oldest student in most of my classes. This was not a first or even a second career choice for me, more like third career choice. And never felt more at home than once I started learning massage. And being not as young as some of the very good massage therapists out there, but having more life experience, I think gives people a comfort level with me, because I've had the frozen shoulder, I've had the torn tissue in the other shoulder, I've had all of these aches and pains, I've had lots of whiplash from car accidents. I know exactly how their pain feels.
Yeah.
And I know how it feels to
firsthand.
Get it to feel better.
So you've got a real empathy
yes.
toward your clients that you work with on a daily basis.
Right.
Well, as a massage therapist, what would you say are some of the biggest challenges that face you or even the industry at large?
Well, some of it is getting the confidence of people to know that you can do something to help them. A lot of massage is available, especially around here in a spa setting. And that's a wonderful place to be and to get a relaxation or a deep tissue massage. And I have spent time working in spas here in South Dakota and continue to do that. And it's a wonderful place. What I do separately in my own practice is focus on the needs of that person, make sure I get a complete history of their medical background, and get to know them as a person as they come back to see me again and again, and I get to see improvement. And that's a wonderful thing. But a lot of people don't understand that can be the goal of massage therapy. It doesn't have to just be, it's my birthday again, I'm going to go get a massage, my once-a-year massage. It can be so much more to their ongoing health by keeping, even if it's just keeping stress levels down, or working on that anything from plantar fasciitis to migraine headaches. I do both.
Wow.
And I have had some good results from that.
And that leads me to my next question is, you've obviously had a great career with this and you stayed with it. So what are those rewards, the biggest rewards that you've seen in this that keep you coming back or keep you saying, I feel really good about what I do. This is why I do it. Can you relate to any of those?
It's natural human biology that we feel good, that our dopamine goes up when we help somebody else. That's the nature of being human. And it's easy to forget that in our daily course of stressful, busy, taking care of our own stuff. I get to feel that every time I work with a client. And I love that. So that's kind of a selfish thing that I like.
Oh,
I feel
wow.
good. I feel good when I give a massage too. The other part is seeing good results for people and seeing them get better and feel better and leave with a smile on their face, and to tell me that they feel great for the next week or however long it lasts for them.
Yeah.
But sometimes they need more than one treatment.
Yeah.
And if they want to come back and keep a baseline or to have more improvement, that's great too. I'm there for that too. Yeah.
Well, I mentioned earlier reflexology because we talked about the cupping therapy. We've talked about massage therapy. Tell us what is reflexology?
Reflexology is a term that was coined a little over 100 years ago in England. So many people think that that's part of the Eastern medical, Eastern arts. And it's not just that. Yes, we have pictures of people getting footwork done for millennia, right?
Uh-huh.
But what they coded it down to about 100 years ago was to create a map of the body on the foot, and do zone work by working on the bottoms of the feet. Why would we do that? Because all the nerve endings from your body, many nerve endings, come down to your feet, and we can access the whole body through those nerve endings. That's the short description of what reflexology is all about. It may feel just like a great foot massage, and that's great, but we can look at the foot as a connection to the rest of the body. If we are working on something in the foot that's affecting a shoulder or a headache or something, that's great. Do we know which came first? Is it because there was a problem on the foot and that's affecting the shoulder, or is there a shoulder problem that I can work on from the foot? We don't always know which came first. But people used to walk barefoot with less stuff around their feet, and that was their reflexology.
Wow.
They were touching.
Interesting.
They're touching the earth. They're getting energy from the earth, and they're getting those different flexations on their feet. And now we lock our feet into these boots and shoes to keep our feet straight, to protect them from stuff on the ground,
Right.
and ice and cold and
Rocks
snow
and
as well.
pebbles, yeah.
Yes. And that's great. But you can imagine how that has kind of cut off our connection with the earth, and it's cut off all that benefit that your feet get from that interaction.
Huh. And what about the hands? Is that part of reflexology?
Yes, it can be. The hands and the ears are often included as part of reflexology treatments.
All
and
right.
there's reflexes throughout the whole body. We do a lot right with the feet.
Well, we're going to take a break right now and come back with our speed round, including maybe you can let us know something that we might not know about the massage way. But something else during the break is I'm actually going to go through a reflexology session with you. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to report how it feels. So if my voice is a little bit more relaxed when I come back, you'll know exactly why. So stay tuned. Hey, it's Brian Leslie here, founder of the Superfan Project. In 2017, and with a lot of help from an amazing team, we founded BlackHillSuperfan.com for two reasons. First, to help support local businesses in our towns in a world where big retail and internet big box competition make it tough to survive. Second, we built it to deliver to you, our Superfan members, extraordinary value in the form of discounts and savings at these local businesses. But we wanted to go beyond coupons. Not only do we want you to save money, we want you to get to know business and community leaders. We want to deliver news, cool facts, and things about the beautiful Black Hills that maybe you didn't know, and that you can share with your friends and neighbors and family. Your $7 monthly membership helps support our efforts, and our goal is to deliver back to you 5 to 10 times that amount in savings. And remember, unlike other deal sites, with BlackHillSuperfan.com, when you make a purchase at a local business, 100% of that money goes to that business. It stays in the local community. That's what helps make us unique and helps your spending power have more impact right here in town. So if you haven't subscribed yet, head to BlackHillSuperfan.com and click on the sign up button today. We'd love to have you. Thank you. And as we like to say, we love living local. And we're back, and all I got to say is, woo, that was amazing. So for the last 30 minutes, we're with Jodi Pickett, the owner of The Massage Way, licensed massage therapist. And for the past 30 minutes, while we were in that 2-minute break, Jodi was giving me the reflexology treatment, and I'd never really had that before. And that's specifically where you're working on the feet with the nerve endings, as you mentioned a few minutes ago. And my reaction is that it's, first of all, it's like incredibly relaxing. You wouldn't believe how relaxing it is. And my feet felt like, I didn't even want to put my shoes back on. It just felt good, really good. And the lower, and the calves were relaxed. And I could tell at certain times when you were working on the feet that I could feel the slight twinges in other parts of like my lower neck, being hunched around a computer a lot, you get so sore shoulders and so forth. I could feel it there in my side. I could feel it there just in different places, my knees. That was pretty fun.
That's amazing. Some people are so unattached to their body that they cannot recognize those feelings and those connections within their body, and they really need a lot of body work.
Sure.
But you were feeling that in the different places, and that's pretty neat.
Boy, I would recommend that. In fact, I'm really glad that one of our Black Hills Superfan offers that we currently have right now would be for an introductory session in reflexology. So you can want to check those out on Black Hills Superfan when we get there. But we're into our speed round, and I feel like I just want to go so slow right now. So this is a little antithetical to me. But what is the one thing, do you think, about the Massage Way that folks might not know?
Well, there's probably not much that they know because we haven't done any advertising to speak of
Pretty
yet.
new, yeah.
I've been trying to get out there in the public a little bit with different activities, and it's slow going when you're new in town. So I appreciate this opportunity to be part of Superfan. The Massage Way has been in existence since shortly after I finished school, my first round of school in Colorado. So I've been, if you count when I started doing massage in school, that was 2009. And so there is some experience here. There is some techniques that were learned elsewhere. There's a lot of passion in what I do. I feel very called to this vocation.
Sure.
And I really love to see results from people.
Yep,
Sometimes
exactly.
I only see people once, sometimes, especially when I'm working in spa. But that's still very rewarding because I know how they're feeling when they leave me. And even if I never hear from them again, it's a good day.
Right. So what about the chair massage? You guys do those?
Yes, we do. Ken and I both have chairs, and we both love to go work at events. And Ken is especially passionate about doing chair massage. He's great. He does.
For those that don't know, what that is, like if you go to a home show or a trade show or someplace.
Right, or an outdoor event, and you see those funny-looking chairs that people are face down in and getting their back massaged. We can do everything from the top of the head down to your feet.
Well, Jodi, they say that a lot of small businesses, they don't survive after about the first year. A high percentage of them don't, but you have. So is there a key to success at the Massage Way that you feel like maybe you do that's allowed the business to sustain itself?
I don't give up.
Persistence?
Right. And I do whatever I can in the community, whether it's working somewhere else for a while to get to know people, to let people get to know me and what I can do. And I just kind of let my work speak for itself.
And a lot of times, battling obscurity is a big thing. Just people don't know about you, right? So you got to make it happen and get out there and be persistent, right? What about personal habits? There's a lot of things that we do. I like my morning routine. My morning routine for me tends to get the rest of my day if I get that started right. What about for you? Do you have anything that you do that just sort of gets you in the mood, in the groove, gets you going?
The first massage of the day is what gets me going.
Yeah.
Seriously, once I have a client on my table, whatever I was feeling before that in the day, I start feeling good too because I love what I do.
Wow.
I love what I do. It doesn't feel like work.
Where do you see the practice in 5 years?
Well, some goals that I have for my practice, and these have been developing in my mind and heart as time goes on. While I was in school, my father started having some neurological disturbances and eventually got a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. So I have done a lot of self-study around neurological issues and how body work can assist with symptoms of Parkinson's or other diseases in that order. And I would now like to start working more with clients that have PD, or I have worked a lot with MS, with fibromyalgia, with lots of other issues that just kind of pop up. And now I want to actually invite that even more into my practice.
Sure.
And perhaps consider a community type of space for a healing center for some of those issues.
Well, I appreciate your time today, Jodi, very much. And then folks can best get in touch with you. You guys are located at 722 Main Street in Suite 5, which is just on the main floor of the old City Hall building, the Massage Way. You will, people can text you. Of course, we have some offers on Superfan, and you can text Jodi and let her know that you'd like to set up an appointment or give her a call. And that's the same number. It's 605-641-8041.
Correct.
And you will respond to them and set up an appointment. Let them know if you have a Superfan deal. Let her know that, and she or Ken could be happy to help whatever ails you, pretty much.
That's about it.
All right. Well, Jodi, thanks again.
Oh, thanks for the opportunity, Brian. I appreciate it. Walk happy today.
Hey, and one more thing before we go. Just a word about how BlackHillSuperfan.com is even more unique. When you sign up, your $7 monthly membership is converted into official Superfan credits. 28 credits for $7. And you can use these in many ways, including unlocking discount deals at local businesses and entering to win monthly prize drawings. So check it out today at BlackHillSuperfan.com, where we love living local. And one more thing I'd invite you to do, if you wouldn't mind. Head over to iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts and leave us an honest review. Let us know what you think about living local. We appreciate your time and thank you for listening.